In your imagination, after closing your eyes, taking a deep breath, picture a pond, a pool, two-story house, white exterior, beautiful garden. Collection of family photos decorating the inside. Loving and caring family through and through. Intelligence and humility. Knowing this, picturing it in your mind, also picture being able to sense the emotions growing up, but not truly feeling them. Are you emotionless? Are you disconnected? Do you have a heart and soul? Those questions in mind, picture your goals being to help those around you. To some extent, sacrificing yourself and learning to not overly do so. To allow yourself to feel the abundance as well. Seeking to share that abundance with someone special or several people special. Sharing the abundance with those who need it. Are you still heartless? Are you still soulless? Would you be considered a kind person? A caring person? Those that follow the path of truth, seek love, but ultimately can't find it because it's just out of reach. To add on to this part will be harder for people to internally understand and relate to, because I know this is an exceptional ability that is hard to come by. Now, some may say that a disconnect to the emotions make it harder for me to actually understand people. To some extent, I would agree. I don't understand people the way the general populace tends to understand. There's this thing called intuition. Now, for some people, it's a gut feeling. Some people, it's a passing thought. For some, it's a visual sign. They are asking about and received. Now, what would happen if all three of them were to be in the same sense? Would this now be called a sixth sense? Or would each individual parts be a sixth sense? Imagine feeling changes in the air. And it's not just a breeze of wind. Imagine stepping into a room with a group of people and feeling at once the emotional weight each of them carries. And not just sensing it, but understanding it on a deeper level that is even overwhelming and hard to comprehend without words alone. Would you be called insane? Would people look at you like you're mad? Now, it's hard to say because me personally, I have other reasons why I'm called crazy and mad. Especially when I take off my mask and allow my ADHD to be. The impulsivity, the spontaneous, fun nature to make those around me smile, even for a moment. All while slowly eating at me inside. The more I understand my own power, the more I understand emotions. I feel more disconnected and alone than before I understood the true sense of emotional weight. Sensing it and truly understanding it are not the same thing. It's the difference between truly relating to it and acknowledging that it's there. I can sense maybe someone is sad, and I can try and reach out a hand, but unless I can relate to that sadness that I've sensed, ultimately, my action to help, my gesture to help, won't mean anything. And it's that uselessness that drives me more. Excuse me. In this moment, wherever you might be, if you're inside, take a step outside. Pan left, right, looking at your surroundings. Up, down, looking at your surroundings. You don't need to say this in words, but internally think, What do I see versus what do I sense? If you feel a pull in a certain direction, walk forward. It's probably a calling for help, whether you realize it or not. That said, if you yourself are low, don't move. Close your eyes, breathe. Slow, deep breaths. Breathe in, slow, deep. Pause. Breathe out, slow, deep. Pause. And then return back to your natural breathing rhythm slowly. Let it release from your mind, along with all your worries. Raise your head, and then walk forward. This is the true essence of meditation. When it boils down to it, it's a breathing exercise with the goal of thoughtlessness. You are just vibing with nature's energy. It can go deeper if you want to learn more. It can also just be a simple calming mechanism. If you find your thoughts are racing faster than your heartbeat, this is a time to take a step back, slow down, stop. Stop thinking, stop for a moment, stop breathing, stop walking. Close your eyes, continue breathing. This is what I would call pushing the reset button. Allowing myself to feel and sense all the little changes around me. From noise in all directions, shift in wind, hell, even the air pressure. And then I open again and look at all the changes that has happened in that moment around me. Then I recall what my objective was before I got overwhelmed, and I take my step forward. Currently, my objective is voicing my inner being to better understand my inner being while fleeing from my loneliness momentarily because it was getting overwhelming. Deep down, I know I'm not truly alone because I got a lot of people who care for me. But that care is something that I personally have a hard time actually feeling. I know it's there, I can sense it, but I don't feel the emotions the same way as others do. Well, it seems my rant has come to an end.